I'm here.
All right. Well, it's a pleasure and honor speaking with you, sir.
Well, thank you very much.
We're pre-recording, FYI, so I think you already know that. So we're gonna get to go. Anything you don't want to talk about, real quick?
Whatever you want.
Oh.
I'm up for anything. I only have one subject, me.
Okay. All right.
That's my only subject. So.
We will focus on that area if that's. All right. Well, on the line, R.L. Stine, best-selling author. You're going to be appearing at the Calgary Comic and Entertainment Expo. People know you. Your Fear Street and Goosebumps series. Now, I got to ask you though, have you ever seen the Goosebumps meme online? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Of course, I have. It took me a long time to understand it. I didn't really get it, and I didn't know what's so funny about it. But I got to like it.
Now, I think this does speak for a lot of people, though. Like, if you grew up with your books, we do have quite a few of them, and they are still very exciting for us, which is...
Yeah, but I didn't get the meme at all. I don't understand why she had the weird braces. I don't know. But then a guy did a video of... did a song based on the meme, and with the Muppets.
Oh, yeah, that's right,
yeah. I actually appeared in the video.
Oh.
So I finally caught on.
Well, that's pretty cool. Now, it's interesting because when your books came out late 80s, early 90s, now your audience that really got on with those books have now grown up with them. Is there any talk or thought about maybe aging their books up a bit and starting to write things for an older audience?
Well, I have. Last year I wrote a book for adults, an adult horror novel called Red Rain. And so I'm on Twitter, and so I hear from all my old readers from the 90s, the 20. They're all in their 20s and 30s now, and they're all saying, "Write something for us, write something for us." So I did write an adult novel, but I like writing for kids. I am bringing back the Fear Street series. I haven't written them in about 15 years.
Wow.
And I'm writing all new ones. I'm going to kill off more teenagers. I get to kill... Everyone likes to kill teenagers, right?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, everyone likes that. So I am doing a whole bunch of new Fear Street books starting in the fall.
Wow. Now, I did have some... In case you wanted to bring back the Goosebumps series for maybe an older audience, I did revise some a bit. If you want, I'll pitch you some ideas. You can take them if you want.
All right.
All right. So we got.
Okay, I'm game.
Okay, we got say mortgage and die.
Yes.
Welcome to Dead House. Life as an accountant. I'm married to a living dummy. That's a pretty good one.
Oh, that's good.
Student loans can be murder. Or how about the baby cries at midnight? See, I think these would be.
Yes, these are too scary.
Too real.
Too scary. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, what was it like seeing your stories make that jump to television? Because it kind of takes the imagination out of what you're reading.
Well, I was so pleased with the Goosebumps show. They still have them, and they're on Netflix, and the shows are still around. And it was very interesting for me. I couldn't write any of the scripts or anything. I was home writing a Goosebumps book every month. I was doing 12 a year. So it was interesting to me to see what other writers did with my stuff. And that was just kind of fun to see what other directions they would take it in. And, it was an all-Canadian production.
Yeah, that's right.
We filmed in this old Molson brewery plant in Toronto. And every single show was, it was all-Canadian crew and all-Canadian actors.
And actually, something was airing last night. Some people were talking about it today. They said they saw something on TV, so it's still out there. You can still definitely find it, like you said.
They're
Netflix.
Still around. Yeah, they're still around, and I love it when it's the Florida Everglades. They're down in Florida, and they all have Canadian accents. I love that.
Now, I did mention to the audience that I would be speaking with you, and a couple listeners have submitted a few questions that you may have or may not have heard before.
Excellent.
First one is, being a guy who does the horror genre, what scares you?
Nothing.
All right.
I'm the guy, when you go into a horror movie, I'm the guy who's laughing.
Really?
Yeah, the shark comes up and chews the girl to bits. I'm the one who, I I don't have that feeling of being scared in a movie or from a book. I don't know what that's like. Everyone always tells me, oh, your book was so scary, it gave me nightmares, and I've never had that experience.
Wow.
I just always think horror is funny.
Really? Even mortgages and student loans and crying?
No. That was, forget that.
And how about for you, scariest movie? Anything you have gone to the theater that did kind of bother you a little bit?
Yeah, there were some movies. There's a Canadian film. I'm all Canada today. Canadian film, a very low-budget horror film called Pontypool. No one ever heard of it.
No, I don't.
It's these guys in a radio station, and they start getting calls. It's a morning show. And they start getting calls from people saying, help us, help, there are monsters out here, help us, help. And they think it's a gag.
Wow.
They don't believe it at all. And then they have this, there's this pounding on the door, on the studio door.
Wow.
And now they have to believe it. And they're trapped in this radio. It's a really low budget. There are no monsters, no special effects. And it's a terrifying film.
Wow, I do have the equipment here. I could maybe do a sequel or something like that. How about as an author? Do you get recognized? Do you get on the street? Do people know?
Yeah, I do. I did the introductions to the Goosebumps TV, the primetime shows.
Yep.
I'm on them, so I get recognized, and I do some television. So, but it's always by kids, so it's always really nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, awesome. Well, we got to wrap it up. I guess we got a time limit, but we're going to see you in Calgary at the Calgary Comic and Entertainment Expo.
Right. I hope everyone comes. I'm really very anxious to meet my readers, and I'm going to be signing books. I'll be signing books for hours.
Now, do you know any details about that? Like, are you going to be, is it a free signing, or is it going to be a fee or anything like that?
No, I never charge.
Oh,
I don't know. I sit next to these guys, and they're charging like $50 for an autograph,
Yeah.
And I think, I'm giving it away. What's going on here?
The best deal at Calgary Expo, right there.
Yeah, where did I go wrong?
And
I would never charge for an autograph.
That's amazing, because I know I'm going to be there, so I look forward to seeing you in person. We can do this.
Great.
We'll do this again, and I know the people I'm traveling with and whatnot. Some of my crew, they're very out of all the guests. They said R.L. Stine. That's the top.
Nice.
The top of the list.
Well, come up and say hi. All right.
And do you want to plug your Twitter handle real quick? We can get people following you on Twitter and all that stuff.
I don't know. It's at RL_Stine.
I could have probably guessed that, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
No surprises.
That's good. Anyway, I do want to say, I am still writing Goosebumps. I'm doing new Goosebumps books all the time.
Amazing.
The newest one is called Creature Teacher, The Final Exam.
Ooh. So
I'm still, I don't just have the 30-somethings. I'm still trying to scare kids.
All right. Well, thanks for the time, and we will see you in Calgary.
A pleasure. Have a scary day.